when the first Mass Effect hit the scene in late 2007, it totally changed the RPG genre.
I mean, I think one of the big things is this was not the first RPG to go into space, but it was so popular, it helped show that you don't need the fantasy setting, the orcs and the big
Right.
things.
Well, when people think, oh, RPGs are for nerds, no cool kids really like RPGs. Mass Effect's like, no, I'm for cool kids.
Yeah. I mean, because that's the other thing. It is so much of also an action game. There are so many different ways to play it that became so much more accessible. You don't need to have that sort of lore of how Dungeons and Dragons is supposed to be played to really get into the game and have fun with it.
Right, and some people don't like orcs.
Exactly.
I like orcs. Some people don't like orcs.
I like pixies.
Yeah, well, you could also, when you're choosing your class, you could kind of choose how you wanted to play the game and how you wanted to enter the game, which also made it a lot more accessible for people.
And I think one of the things that the game showed as well, which is clearly where BioWare is really moving, is that the role-playing extends beyond the creation or, the evolution of your character. That, you're making decisions that you don't see the ramifications for initially, somewhere later in the game. And now they're doing that with it just folding into the second game from the first game.
Right. And you know what? The Mass Effect 2, I think, is going to be a lot more accessible to people because they're going to go over and redo the menu systems and redo a lot of that kind of stuff so that people can get into it a little more easily.
Yeah, one of the, I think everyone can agree, one of the things that didn't seem to work the best in the first one was just kind of the combat. If you're going to try to play a little more real time, you just couldn't play it like a good, solid third-person shooter. They seem to have addressed that many times over.
Absolutely.
So it's given me a great deal.